I've been hearing that the tech trade is over for the last 3 years.
I was going to say 3 decades.
Or maybe 3 decades, but certainly the last 3. Where every summer we get a bear market in technology. Everybody goes, that's it, we're done.
That's it, we're done.
And we've just been in buying it, and it's been great for our clients. And we also have a lot of history of outperformance, so that gives them confidence in a period like that.
So what do we do now? I mean, I think tariffs are going to be lower than maybe we initially feared, but they're still higher than they were before. I guess that's a drag on economic growth. I'm not sure how much. I think everybody's trying to do the math right now.
Right.
What do you do in this kind of environment?
Yeah, so I mean, I long for the days when we had a Fed that used price level targeting, like Wayne Angel. Remember him? Wally Cox.
Whoa.
The
The late Wayne Angel, who just died. We just lost Wayne Angel.
Yes.
Explain his contribution off of Milton Friedman to our economic thought.
Yeah, well, he was forward-looking, as you know. I mean, he was looking at the currency, exchange rates, commodity prices to really guide Fed policy instead of looking at last month's data, which is what we have right now. And so I think when you have a Fed that says tariffs, I can't do anything until I know what they are, that's not how this works. And so I think you have to be looking at things that are relevant.
As we have, and Paul mentioned it eloquently, if we have this walk back on the trade war, we had John Lipsky on earlier, who's much more apolitical and, than the Laffer, Tengler Republican heritage. Where is your tribe in Pleasant, what's it called? Pleasant Valley?
Paradise.
Paradise. It's not Pleasant, it's Paradise Town.
Where is your tribe post-Trump? Is it like we revert back to what we knew, or do we go on to something different within a conservative economic ethos?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I personally think tariffs are bad. They're an indirect tax on the consumer.
They're a tax.
So I do think it would be much more constructive to focus on growth and focus on reasonable tax levels. So, if we get the extension of the TCJA and additional tax cuts, which are in there, the SALT deduction goes up, you get no tax on tips and Social Security, potentially in overtime. That will be, I think, helpful to growth. But we as a nation need to focus on spending discipline. We have none. This bill looks like it's going to be additive to the deficit. And we have to focus on growth and incent people. I love this idea of opening an account for every newborn in America where they learn to invest at a very young age and they see the power of compounding.
Well, my daughter's gotten her 3 brothers to focus on this stuff because she's the only one that's got her head on straight. I think.
Women.
Yeah, exactly. She's the one. She does the taxes for them as well. She taught them TurboTax. What do you think about the consumer? We're going to hear about the consumer on Thursday here. We get some
they're
retail
still
sales and
spending,
things.
Paul.
Yep.
They are. I mean, I think, we saw some pull forward. Custom duties in April were over $16 billion versus $8 billion the month before. So we didn't see it in first quarter earnings, but we are going to see it, I think, in second quarter. But that said, I think the consumer continues to spend. It's the great Ed Yardeni's comment that they spend when they're happy.
And he lifted his call yesterday.
What's that?
He
did.
Lifted, I think off the top of my head, 6,500.
Yeah, he did. And Goldman just raised theirs to 61.
Yeah.
I don't live in that world. Like, I have to produce performance, and so I can't change and wiggle. But and he said they spend when they're depressed because it produces dopamine. So I think we'll continue to see the consumer spend as long as they're working.